everybody? Welcome back. Live at Drew's house, another edition. Hope everybody is doing well out there. We've had some interesting weather here going on. It's been like cold, and then we had a 70-degree day. That's New England for us these days, I guess. But it is getting to be that time of year. Hopefully the holidays are shopping is going well and all that stuff. I haven't started mine. I'll do that in a few weeks, but whatever. Moving on, we got some. Our guest is ready to go, so we're going to bring him in. This is Francois Samard. Hello, Francois.
How are you, man? How are you?
Doing good. So if anybody knows the Reds, there's a few of them around now. One of my favorite breakfast spots is one in Peabody, and now there's one in Seabrook. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking a little bit about today, because, Francois, we got this thing called Seabrook Idol that you guys are all excited about. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, sir. That's an idea we had because since we opened in November in Seabrook, we've seen like all the super amazing musicians around, because we put the live music in Seabrook, which we didn't have in Peabody or Salem, because Salem is a really small spot. And we thought about having a talent contest. So we kind of like grabbed that American Idol or The Voice, you know, template to do something to give them a stage so they can shine, you know. And they've been there since day one with us, all those artists. So it's not only New Hampshire, it's all of the states around. But obviously, New Hampshire will be the first hit. So
absolutely. So yeah. So you know, this show's based out of Newburyport, so it's a quick drive for anybody around here. If you want to go see some good local talent, I know you got. What are the dates you're doing it on?
We're going to start January 4th. So that'll be every Tuesdays of January. The grand finale will be the 25th. We are waiting for all the videos to come in by December 15. We're already having like videos coming in. So that's going to be great. We can't wait.
I hear you have a great staff of celebrity judges already lined up. Is that right?
Yes, we're having great people like you. That's going to be on our team. We have Billy Costa as well. We have a good friend of mine, Pat Badger, the bassman of the band Extreme. So there's a lot of more coming, but Joey Perfumi too, and great people that'll be there to judge. They're all people from the industry that loves music, so that's going to be a blast.
You know, how nice is it to be able to do this stuff? I know it's been a tough year and a half, 2 years for the restaurant industry. Yeah. You guys are a part of a few different communities here, a big part of a few different communities. What's it like to kind of start feeling like things are getting back to normal? Must feel good.
I think the things have been it's different. It's not Massachusetts again. It's New Hampshire. That was a kind of loosen up a little before, but yes, I wish that it stay like that, because it seems to me to be like kind of normal, whatever normal is, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like cool for us to be able to kind of like, you know, the no mask and playing music, and people were so thriving like last year when we opened. They're so loyal, you know. We didn't have any really live music around, so when we opened and I start calling the musician to be in, and you know, we need each other. We need people to listen and we need people to play. So both were super happy about it. So hopefully they stay that way. We need live music.
Well, yeah, I know I've told you this off the air in our talks here. It is so nice. I love seeing places like yours, new places start opening the door to live music, because there are just so many great musicians around here, and so many of them are still looking as much live music as there is. There's people always looking for homes to play. I mean, there's just not enough places to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially like pretty unfortunately that there's some people just like closed their doors last year, you know, because like a lack of clients and stuff, so money and everything. It's really sad. So that's why we're really grateful to be able to be still here and talking to you about that. And that's why it's kind of a music celebration that we wanted to put out for the musicians, but for the crowd to stay with us and to be there to enjoy the new talents, or the people maybe they've seen before play at Reds or play somewhere else, but they will be I mean, hopefully they will be like enjoying them like again over and over. And that's a good thing too. I mean, we didn't talk about the prices, but we have like Jay Pissarro that was in 2017 the best male act in I think it was Massachusetts for the New England Music Awards, and he's going to be our MC. He's offering like a professional recording studio video on that price. That'll be $1,000 also cash. It's the first prize, the second prize, and the third prize as well. But and some surprise that I don't want to talk now because I want to just like release like a couple of things, surprise like along the way. But that's gonna be really like it's for the people, by the people.
Jay Pizarros is that's great that you got. He's a good friend of the show. Actually, he's been on here several times and has been in the studio and played with us. What a talent that guy is.
Oh yeah, and he's an amazing human being, super smart, super nice. I met him at the Burlington Idol. Actually, that's why we wanted kind of like copy paste a little bit what we did there. So yeah, now that'll be Seabrook Idol instead. But
So
same thing.
He's a South Shore boy. You got him coming north, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you'll need his mitts and his coat probably, right?
Yeah, no. Well,
He's a Weymouth, I think. Weymouth guy. I think, born and raised in Weymouth.
Yes, exactly. Yep, very good. He's a great guy. They're one of our favorites here. He's been touring the country with a bunch of big bands. He's doing great. So happy for him.
Oh yeah. I see pictures all the time on his Instagram. So he's killing it. Happy for him. We need people to succeed. You know, it's kind of like opening the path and keeping the path open. Actually, for those musicians that they're trying to make it, and just like and it's just playing. It's playing. Whatever the size of your act that you do, just play and makes people happy, man. You see like all those testimonials that people are just come to you and say a couple of words, but they're so from the heart, deeply from the heart. People are happy to see the music is still there, and it's amazing. I get amazed by that every day, and I'm really grateful too that I am also a musician, so I play not only at Red but everywhere in Massachusetts. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing, having people that enjoy it as much as they do, and having us that can have that crowd and cheering for us.
What do you play? We're gonna have you in studio with and play a little bit for us one day.
Yeah, of course. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter as well. I play harmonica. I play didgeridoo. I play mandolina. I play percussion. I play guitar, and there's a couple of things. Musicians play a lot of things normally, but I'd love to do that. So a couple of tunes, that'd be amazing.
Absolutely, we'll do that. We're starting to get back in the studio a little bit of a hybrid for now. So that's where we're at with the show. But
yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. So that's good. What's the the Seabrook Idol is kind of it's a beginning of a thing for you. Maybe you'll do it year after year, but in general, you guys, you're a music fan, you're a musician who has wanted to bring more music to the area, and that's kind of the driving force behind this, right? You love seeing musicians playing in your businesses.
Oh yeah, that's great. I mean, this is kind of like the template we started at the beginning. I know the other Reds in Peabody didn't have music before, but now we're having music there because it works so well, and we're bringing a play out of nice, crazy good artists, talented people, from solo to 7-piece band, like Abraxa is a Santana tribute. They are amazing. Just to give them as an example, like Lisa Love, that's super well known here around. But it's just like, it's not a hard thing to bring music to a place. I think it's like the heartbeat of somewhere. You go somewhere with live music, it makes you feel great. And we have music like 5 days a week in Seabrook from Wednesday to Sunday. It's been like that since November. We opened last year, which is only a year. We had our first anniversary 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's working awesomely well. So that's why it's just we keep it that way. You don't change a winning recipe. So that's going to be continuously music. That's our motto.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, the police have found you, so.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go soon. Sorry, we're outside right now.
Are you up in New Hampshire? Is that where you're coming to us from? Or?
No, I'm Massachusetts. I'm close from Boxford.
From Boxford. All right, very good.
Yeah.
I think you. There you are. You're back. Very good. You're Boxford, the great town. My home is Danvers, even though the show is out of Newburyport, so we're not too far.
Okay. Oh yeah, but we're really close. So
yeah,
let's have a beer.
Absolutely. And in all honesty, for people who haven't tried Red's, it is one of my favorite restaurants. Great food. I love you mentioned the little one in Salem, first of all, too. I always say Peabody now because that's on my way home. I tend to go there the most, but that little historic one in Salem, that's a tourist attraction there in Salem.
Oh yeah, I think they've been there for 40 years or something like that. It's just like the Drivas are an amazing family that they're putting like those restaurants together, and they work so well. And it's a great family that they're working hard, like they're always present. You go there, you walk in, there's Lisa or AJ or Cassandra or John somewhere, and they have a great like employees that they keep for so long. I mean, it's a family. So even the employees become a family. So did we. I met them like a year-ish ago, and my father-in-law got involved with them too in Seabrook. So we became like family friends, like a click right away. And we even having new stuff coming too, because I'm a Quebec guy, if you didn't notice with my accent. But I don't know if anyone, sorry, say it again.
Francois.
Francois, yes. But they think I learn English in Australia. So people think I'm German or Irish or thing like that sometimes. But I mean, it's a good start for a discussion. But we're gonna bring like our culture too in at Reds with the Montreal smoked meat. I don't know if you heard about it. So it's a new thing that we're bringing like at Reds soon. Where it's just like a great timing for both of us, both of our family, and with the music on top of it. When they talked about that, wanted to do a new restaurant with the music, it was kind of obvious that I was a part of it. And I really enjoyed the fact that it worked so well at the beginning, and from the beginning, it's still doing well. And it's bringing me joy to do what I love, because again, last year we didn't have the chance to play a lot. So Reds was kind of like a savior for the listener and a savior for the musicians that wanted to play, which I was included in that. So we are like really happy that's the way that things are going right now.
I mean, it's great. I can't tell you how nice it is too. I mean, you mentioned you're doing like every night of the week music practically, and it's so nice to have kind of a dependable spot like that. It's for many years that there weren't too many of those around. That was like on any given night if you want to go out. Because let's face it, it's a world where sometimes people don't always have just Saturday and Sunday off. Sometimes people work different schedules. Some people like to go out and find random Tuesday night music.
Yeah. There's only one night that we don't have it. I mean, we have music every night almost, except we have the trivia in Seabrook on the Monday. And at the beginning, it was not like that obvious. That was not like working the way we thought that it will be working. But now it's picking up. There's like teams showing up every Monday. And that's why also the Tuesday for Seabrook Idol, because that was the slot that was kind of like didn't have anything that night. So just after the holidays, I know family will still be together. So bring some friends, bring your family, just sign up, subscribe, and you have a chance to shine. And even if people, they don't win or whatever it is, I mean, that's an important thing if you want to win, but also just to show up, to be there, to be a part of it. It's just that there's people, that'll be 100, 150 people that will see you, will take pictures, will mention your name on our social medias, on Facebook pages and stuff like that. So it's just like spreading the love and your name and the love of music, and just being like all together. That's the goal of it.
I saw again, was directed by Francois Samard of Reds, great place here. And we're talking about Seabrook Idol coming up, the competition they're having starting in January, and all this good stuff with live music that they're bringing in. Francois, though, I saw your disappointment when you talked about some of the other businesses that have had to close down, unfortunately, during the pandemic. It is kind of true, right? I mean, you're all competitors. You all hope people come to your restaurant, but other restaurants do pull for other restaurants, right? You want to see the industry do well.
Yeah, but it's good for everyone. Diversity is good for everyone. It's just like, it's sad when you have like, again, there's not only the Reds family, but it's also other families. They have businesses they had to shut down. They invested like their life, their blood and sweat in it. So it's sad. We don't take any joy of it. We're trying to do all our best, and it's just like, it's unfortunate when it doesn't work, or there's like things like a pandemic that hits that took everyone by surprise. So there's no joy about it. No joy about it.
No doubt about it. Well, on a happier note, we're getting back to normal for these places that are going, and hopefully you guys have a great run here. I think there's something too about live music in the wintertime. I mean, live music any time of year is good, but as the weather gets cold, you get the holidays, it's kind of nice to go out and into a nice little cozy place and see some live music, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, after the holidays, when you've been together for a week or something like that, being at home, eating turkey and cranberries and stuff like that, you might need to go out for a beer, maybe like some distraction, entertainment. that'll be the best, you know, like January 4th in Seabrook. That'll be at 7 o'clock. We're all gonna be there.
All right, very exciting. Well, we always, one of the things we do on this show here, Francois, when we have a first-time guest on, is you have to play our little rapid fire game, which is we learn a little bit about the person. So you're gonna be on the you're gonna be on the hot seat here. You okay with that?
Yeah, that's hot spot because I didn't know about it, so that's really hot.
That's true. I did not tell you about this, but it tends to lead to some good directions here and stuff. So we'll start easy, right? Well, first of all, yeah, let's start with this one. Favorite food? I think that's a fair one for a restaurant guy.
Favorite food? This is so hard. It's like you're asking me for the best song ever in my life, you know? I love food. I graduated at like a sommelier, so I've been like, you know, doing wine lists and stuff for years. And favorite food.
Wait a minute. So you're like the most interesting man in the world. You got this food background. You're a musician. I mean,
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if that's interesting, but I just followed my heart and the passion. You know, it's just I've been beverage manager for 12 years at the same time that I was the head singer for a restaurant in Canada. So friends of mine opened that place it's a bootlegger place. So I've been working a lot there. So I just love it. Just love it. But now I could just that's a focus on the music since I moved in the US. But favorite food. I mean, I love pasta like really a lot. I really love pasta and pizzas. But desserts, can I pick a dessert?
Sure.
Lava cake.
Okay. I like that too. That's my favorite, I think.
Yeah. I don't blame you on that.
With like the vanilla ice cream, right? You get the
oh yeah, gelato. Please, gelato. Vanilla gelato on top. That's kind of like hallelujah. We're home, you know.
You can't beat that. I agree.
That's fine.
All right. So you kind of said it's like saying your favorite song. I am going to ask you, who's your favorite artist?
Oh man, you're killing me. I'm so again. I'm French Canadian, so I have such like a big selection of artists because I grew up like on obviously like I was born in the beginning of 1978, so I have that all those disco and end of rock and roll and also so much like great artists from French music, you know. But I really love everything. For me, there's two kind of music. And it's not being like chauvinistic or cocky. It's just like there's good and bad, which means it's not the style. It's not country rock or classical music. It's just like if it hits the right target inside of you, it makes you feel good, and you consider that it's good music because it moves you in a way. So that's why it's an artist, man. I love so much Elton John. I like Zeppelin. I like Sting. I've seen Sting 3 times, and Peter Gabriel is another one. Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to pick. Even Pavarotti or like Andrea Bocelli. Each year I go to see Andrea Bocelli at the Garden for like 4 years.
It's funny that you caught my ear when you said Sting too. I'm like going through a weird Sting phase right now. I've always liked Sting, but it's like I've kind of like, you know how you kind of dip back and you find some artists after being away for a while. And his solo stuff, man, is so underappreciated. Like the stuff that he did.
Oh man, that's this guy. This guy is like I've seen him probably like 10 years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
He's jumped on stage with Englishmen in New York. It's exactly the same thing than on the album. It sounds like crazy, and he's not 40 years old anymore. He's probably like 60-ish or something. Like, not that it's old, but it's just like when you've been playing like the Stones. I love the Stones. They're 77 years old or something like that. Jagger sounds like almost the same thing that 30 years ago. So you are on the great path with Sting. There's so much. Even what he does right now with like more acoustic and like kind of like revisiting his like big hits, but more in acoustic way. I just really love it. It resonates for me too because the guy allows himself to be the Police, but he allows himself to be Sting. But Sting's like all the color of Sting that you can enjoy, you know.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the artists that they don't like. I don't like boxes. So don't box yourself saying that you are one genre because again, the music has so many so many faces. That's why using only one. As long as it resonates with you, people will feel it. So maybe Sting will be one of the favorites. So let's share this passion with you tonight. Let's say Sting.
All right. I won't box in. You're doing. You're taking a different approach to the rapid fire, but I kind of like it. It's a good approach.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know what was the approach before, so I'm trying to just like go with it.
Well, what is your favorites? You've been kind of a world traveler a little bit. What's your favorite city in the world?
Oh man, I've been a couple of like continents, but I love Paris. I love Paris, like Paris. You know what I miss here? There's two things that I miss from a continent: croissant and éclair au chocolat. You know the éclair, like the big, like you know the crème pâtissière in it, and it's not Boston cream, it's like crème pâtissière in it. I miss it, like from Paris. I mean, Paris is one of the most beautiful cities that I've been in my entire life, and I've been a couple of those, and yeah, I would say Paris.
All right, very good.
Yeah, the food again there in Paris.
All comes back to the food.
A good cassoulet with the nice sausages and the white bean with a nice glass of wine, and in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's kind of hard to beat.
Very good. You might have just planned your evening meal. I think you should get a nice glass of wine. It's a beautiful day, as we can see here. Blue sky. It's good.
Yeah, I wish I could have the cassoulet though.
Have you adjusted to this is like the New England weather's kind of been a little bit wild. I don't know. Are you enjoying the kind of weird, whatever time of year? I mean, we're coming up on winter time here, and it's kind of, we've had some odd days. Golf season was extended. Yeah, but that's today. What is 60 degrees? I have my pair shorts, and I'm talking to you outside right now. So I've never been a winter. I'm from Quebec City. I've never been a winter guy. I told my mom I was 12 years old. I said, Mom, one day I'm going to live down south, and I meant California because that's the southest part that I knew in my entire life. But I'm saving winter here for like an alphabet. So I'm not like it. I enjoy really the weather that it is right now. I'm not again a big winter fan. But that's nice. I love New England, man. I really love it. It reminds me a lot of like a beautiful city like Boston, on the water, same size of population. It's like really a lot historical too, as Quebec City. I really enjoy being here too. I miss my family because I haven't seen them because of COVID for like almost like 2 years in February, but we're probably gonna go soon. And but such a beautiful spot, so I can't complain. You know, having the ocean in front, Plum Island, everywhere around. This is like our favorite like locations, and I need to hang out more in Boston though. I was there last week for some music stuff, and I kind of like forgot like how beautiful it is. You know. Yeah, and Plum Island is a beautiful spot. Yeah, you're right. The Plum Island's kind of a hidden gem because you got to kind of go out of your way. It's in Newburyport, but doesn't feel like Newburyport. You kind of got to get outside a little bit. It's a great spot. Yeah. And they said it's gonna maybe disappear in a couple hundred years, but I think they all made it up to make sure that nobody's moving there because the resident want to keep it like hidden. No, well, we've actually had some people on to talk about that. That's a struggle because some people have actually lost houses there because the did they? Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's the beach erosion. A mutual friend of ours, Alex Anthony, sometimes plays on the beach there. And you can actually see the difference from past years, how the water has cut into the sand to the point where there's almost like a mountain in the sand because it's it's crazy what the beach erosion is doing there. I mean, there's beach erosion everywhere. It's not just Plum Island, but Plum Island is it's just a little bit more vulnerable being out there like it is, but. Yeah, it's really flat too. It's really like almost like water level too, right? Yeah, they're doing all sorts of tricks to try to, slow down that erosion, but that whole Mother Nature thing doesn't stop for anybody. So no, she is a kind of like she's a hard-headed. She's very hard-headed. Yes, indeed. What's your musician? I want to know what the it could be one you've played or maybe just a great concert you went to. What's your favorite venue in the world? Favorite venue in the world. I didn't have the chance to go in, but when I was in Colorado, there's have you heard about Red Rock? Red Rocks is very popular in this country, yes.
It's really, I mean, yeah, that's a weird question, but that was a crazy, I was just there because there was a concert playing. So, but I was looking from the outside, but even from the outside, the acoustic was like crazy, and you have the view on Denver and everything. That's a kind of a crazy spot. But there's also another place, again, not being chauvinistic, but that place in a place called Charlevoix. It's an hour and a half from Quebec City. They have it called the Domaine Forget, and it's a classical and jazz school and a big like concert place with the view on the St. Lawrence River. I used to play there for some events or festival back when I was in Canada, and that's really a beautiful, amazing spot. It just they they've been like searching for years before building that building with 7 best architect for acoustic in the world. And it's crazy how the acoustic in that spot works when you are on stage, just clapping your hands, and it resonates everywhere, like the cathedrals when they were building the cathedrals, that was to project the voice, even the when you learn classic classic vocal teaching, it's the projection. So the building are built I mean, to project and to bring that resonance and that of the voice. So I think those two places, Red Rock and Domaine Forget in Charlevoix, are really like amazing spots. But there's so many at the same time. Just like when you go everywhere in the world, they have like spots. Even like the battlefields of Quebec, I've seen like Madonna, I've seen like Doobie Brothers, Carlos Santana there. They have like 80,000 people outside with the view again on the St. Lawrence River. It's amazing. Pink Floyd was there. It was just like an amazing spot, But I don't know. I haven't been in everywhere, so I need to travel a little more. So maybe next time I'll tell you another story.
Well, yeah, there's some good ones around here. I can tell you next time you're on, we'll talk about that a little bit. But we can show you some good venues here. But Francois, this has been a lot of fun. I have to ask you, got some. We didn't really get into it. I didn't want to. But you got some hockey in the family right now. Are you a hockey fan? A guy from Quebec City living in Boxford?
I'm the black sheep though, but I am the musician. But like every kids in Quebec, we played hockey like till like no tomorrow outside at minus like 30 Celsius degrees. Was not a bother, but like I'm really more on the hard side. But I appreciate to go at a good game all the time. I've been to the Red Sox like 3 years ago for the first time. That was a blast, And obviously the Bruins. When I go to the Bruins, like I always take pictures with blades. It's really important having a picture with blades. It's really like that. That's my go-to. That's my go-to.
Fenway Park has kind of been the last 10 years become a concert venue in itself. They do a lot of concerts there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're having Extreme playing there. One of our judge, like I said, Extreme will be opening for Aerosmith. Like they were supposed to be like 2 years ago. Last year have been postponed again, but I'm gonna be there. That's for sure. I'm gonna be there.
Absolutely. Well, Francois, man, this was a pleasure to meet you here virtually, and we'll get you in studio next time. We'll get you playing a little bit, and we'll have some fun. Good luck with all the live music, and especially the Seabrook Idol thing you guys have coming up. Give everybody the dates again. You're starting on the 4th of January, right?
January 4th, 7 o'clock. So send all your subscription at redsmusicmanagement@gmail.com. We are waiting for your subscription and having some funds by December 15. I hope that everybody will send all their videos. It's for 18 years old plus, and mostly like for like a solo or duet artist. But that's going to be a blast. We can't wait.
What's this judges room? Are you just sitting back there going through all these things? Is that how it works? How's the judging go beforehand?
What do you mean?
Well, like because you have to like submit to get in, right? You have to pick people that are going to be on. Who's in charge of that? Is that you?
I'm gonna be in charge of that apart, but JP Sauer will be on the committee as well, and a couple of judges just up for a pre-selection, and we're gonna select probably in between 15 and 20 people just to play for the January 4th.
Awesome,
We're
Francois.
obviously gonna finish on the grand finale the 25th of January. We're gonna have some surprise too. Like we are sponsored by Budweiser as well. Then we're gonna have like probably like logos with caps and caps with our logo and the Seabrook Idol and sweaters like giveaways, and that's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have a great time with everyone.
It's going to be great. Great winter. Wish you guys all the best there over at Reds for the winter time, and look forward to seeing it myself up in Seabrook, and it's going to be a blast, man. Thanks so much for taking some time. I appreciate it.
No, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for doing this, and I hope to see you soon.
All right, there you go. Francois Samard of Reds. What a fun guest he was. That was a lot of fun to have him on. Again, Seabrook Idol, January 4th. And yes, I am going to be there. I'll be judging. Come say hello on the 4th of January. And I may even do another night too. It's because it is a great event. I like supporting the local businesses, and they're good to us. They're just good people, as you can tell there. Francois, great guy, and good restaurant. I love seeing these restaurants that have made it through the pandemic and have kind of thriving and kind of building too, doing the live music. You know how much we love our live musicians here, and so many of them are just loving the chance to have another place to play. So there you go. Good stuff, Francois. My name is Drew Moholland. This has been Live at Drew's House. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.